Design your dream space. In this tiny, cozy building game, stack and arrange uniquely shaped wooden blocks to craft charming dioramas. Design cozy bakeries and elegant living rooms and quirky studios. Create beautiful spaces filled with warmth and personality. But all this leads to one simple question. Is block worth your time? Now, according to the Steam page, this game is actually coming out in just a few weeks. The 5th of August, it says here. It comes to us by a developer called, I don't know how to pronounce that. Ander Lara? I'm not really sure. But either way, this is an indie game. And it is very much about building your own little dioramic scene. So if we go to the menu here, we can build, which gives you the freedom to build any kind of diorama that you want using the items that you've unlocked, or you can do a puzzle experience, which is more of kind of a story mode slash, I guess in this case, works as a tutorial. So we're going to do the puzzle because we want to see how the game works, right? We want to see how you actually put stuff together. This feels like an IKEA simulator, but it's not really IKEA simulator. This is very much, how do you build your own unique little diorama? So we have camera controls. We've got WASD to move stuff around, and the right mouse click to rotate the camera. The wheel also does stuff. So we want to draw. Okay, we have now drawn a room. We are going to be giving boxes, I presume. Oh my god, that box is gigantic. And what do we do with this box exactly? We carve. We are carving. Oh, we just keep clicking, huh? Okay, we're carving this humongous block into another room. And with that, we can choose how this room connects. So how do we want it to connect? How do you rotate? Hold a ready item in the scene with the left mouse click. And I guess if you're not a complete idiot, you can probably snap it together. But I don't know how to explain this. I think I'm a complete idiot. Oh, it's supposed to go there. This is the room. So we're going to draw a shelf. No, we're going to draw bread. It's not a shelf. We're going to draw more bread and a shelf for the bread to go on. There we are. So this is, I believe that's that completed. Now we need to carve the wood again into, I presume, more bread. Okay. I admittedly didn't expect to carve more bread. You can kind of stack things on top of each other. It's a little messy, but you can do it. And then we're going to carve even more here. I didn't know carving was a big part of this specific system here. I'm not vibing too much with it. I do like the snappiness of moving stuff onto walls, but didn't really know much about the snapping of, or the carving of items here. So that's a surprise. That's a big surprise, actually. How do you rotate an item then if you have it? Oh, I've accidentally just reset it. Fantastic. Well, I didn't actually mean that. I wanted to rotate it. I thought the mouse wheel would like rotate it or something, but nope, that's apparently not how that works. I do like that when an item is connected as well, you can move all the items. That's very cool. I like that. Oh wait, am I supposed to put that in there? Like, this is the ideation, right? You're drawing the ideation, and now with the boxes, you're completing it. Oh, I get it now. So I'm being an idiot. I'm being an idiot. Yeah, I'm being an idiot. So we are carving the bread out of wood, which is a little bit weird. But okay, so the ideation is that you draw it, and then this is it being made. Now, I don't want to interrupt the video for too long, so I want to keep this short and sweet. The week of July the 20th is going to be our annual charity event in support of St. Columba's Hospice here in Edinburgh, Scotland. The week's going to start on the 20th of July with a 12-hour VPW wrestling stream. It's going to have music challenges, wrestling quizzes, and we're going to be playing games that we have never played before on the channel, as well as completing many challenges, and if I fail those challenges, there will be punishments involved. This is my first time doing something like this, so I'm very excited and I want you guys to participate as well. So I hope to see you there, but the fun doesn't stop there. On Tuesday, the 21st of July, we are doing an improv stream. Now, if you know anything about me, I have been doing improv comedy this year, and I want to spread the love and joy that I have of improv comedy with you guys. So we're going to be doing a shorter stream for just a little bit of fun, some games, and you're going to see some really unexpected improvisational moments. It's going to be crazy. That then leads us to Friday, the 24th of July. This will be the first day of the Docky 93 2026 charity stream, again in support of St. Columba's Hospice. We're going to have 12 hours again of challenges, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to be there as well as the master of ceremonies, essentially, as the director. So I will certainly be there behind the desk, making sure everything's running smoothly, and there will be many, many times when I'm on front of the camera, perhaps also taking part of the challenges. That fun will also continue into the 25th and 26th of July. So basically, to run it down, that week on the 20th, we've got a VPW 12-hour stream. On the 21st, you've got an improv stream. On the 24th, 5th, and 6th, you've got 3 days of me and Docky93 doing some insane shiz. We're going to share a lot more about the event closer to the time, and we hope to see you there. This is 6 of 83. We have a big room to do here. So the ideation is that we are building a desk with stuff underneath it. And I guess I can probably move this stuff if I really wanted. Nope, can't move that stuff. So we're stuck. This is the design the game wants us to do. So with these wooden boxes, I guess we can carve them into these objects. So we're going to do a whole bunch of fridges. These are like mini fridges, I guess. And then we're also going to have this desk as well, which I'm guessing this will be the desk, considering the humongous size of it. So that's going to go there. And then the last box, which kills my OCD that we didn't do all the fridges at once, but maybe it was on back order. There is the final fridge, and that is us completed the desk as well. So again, okay, I'm starting to get it. This is the ideation. So we are planning a shelf system with a whole bunch of stuff on it. And now that we have planned this, we've drawn out the spec. We are now going to... Oh, you can hoover. Oh. You can actually clean up after yourself. That's pretty nice. I like this. So we're going to clean up our mess. Of course, we do want to do that. This is a clean, healthy living space, I presume. But we are going to carve out some glasses. They're going to go there, which is a little weird because there is actually no shelf there yet, but that's not something we need to concern ourselves about. In fact, that's in the wrong space, but it's not going to let me move it. So fuck me, I guess. That's just where it goes now. Well, that my OCD again is going to kill me that I can't move that stuff, but hey-ho, that I made a mistake and we're just going to have to live with that. So this can seemingly go anywhere. I can go into either one. Maybe that is how that works. I have no idea. And there's one of our shelves. Again, the OCD is killing me. Why are they not in, it's not in an order that I particularly like. We still don't have a shelf here. We're about to get another shelf, but like, why not give me 2 shelves at the same time? I don't like this. I do like it. It's very cozy. It's very lo-fi, you know? I get that. But giving me these items in a really weird order is like really fucking with my OCD in a bad way. Okay, so now that we've completed these shelves then, we will need to ideate, I presume, something that goes on top of here. Or these are just barista items. So I wonder actually if the boxes that come are in order of how you click these things. So maybe actually this is my fault. Oh no, I think it is my fault. So the boxes come in the order that you click the pencil. Oh no, they don't. No, they don't. Because that coffee machine was like one of the first things I clicked. And yeah, this is not in any order. God, this is killing me. Well, I guess it's such a petty complaint, but like just to make it clear to the devs, this is killing my OCD. Well, I was gonna say not that I feel like I don't have that much OCD, but clearly I evidently do, because it's killing me here that we're doing things in just random orders. Oh well, whatever. I guess I'll just have to get over it. I do like that there's little knickknacks, little tiny little things that you can do. For some reason, this cutting board, the block of wood it grew in size when I carved it. Same here with this plate that is very obviously a ceramic plate that is apparently carved out of wood. I'm not quite sure how that makes any sense, but apparently it does. We are almost halfway through as well this area, so probably a good time then to start talking about how this game kind of feels and how it works, right? So let's do this last one, which will be another cup. And before we even think about what our next thing's going to be, we got to clean up. It is a mess in here, guys. So through this puzzle mode, there are, you know, multiple customizable scenes. I don't know how customizable because I can't exactly control where things go. Like I have to put them in the areas that the game tells me to. But maybe in the create mode, I guess I can really put it anywhere, right? So now that we've cleaned up this area a little bit, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we get a nice little kind of a serving desk, I'll say. Oh god, we're going to be carving a lot of these guys. So the Steam page. Oh, I can actually just. Oh, I didn't realize I could just do that all at once. Oh, in which case I'll probably just carve them all out in one go then. The Steam page promotes that you can do seamless stacking, so you can stack and layer and arrange things to really however you want, which you kind of can do, but maybe not in this mode. You can transform with ease, apparently, with move, rotation, and scale. I've yet to figure that part out. Maybe I can't do that in this puzzle mode. I'm not really sure. Oh, we're going to get some cakes and pastries in here. This is exciting stuff now. We can shape the world. You can deform items to reshape them, allowing you to basically do or to create things however you really want them to look, which is quite interesting. And it allows for expressive customizations. So you can personalize items by changing the wood types, by making them look really however you want them to look. You can change the textures and the colors to make them just really whatever you want them to be, which is really, really nifty. You can also add things like reflections. If you, I don't know what, if you knew that these cakes were going to be fake as hell, maybe you wanted them to have a really nice polish to them, then you could do that if you really wanted to. Apparently, in certain items also act like they would in real life. I guess I haven't really clicked about, but I guess you can. They have little highlight bits here. I think I can play with them. There we are. So yeah, I can open this if I want to. Likewise with this, I'm not really sure how this works. I've never used a coffee machine like this, so I have no idea. The kettle, I presume, the top comes off. You can press these buttons, I guess, and things happen. Can I put things in there? That would be pretty cool if you could put things in there. So yeah, you can like interact with these items as well, which is a really nice little feature. What else can we do? Duplication and randomization is a nice little feature as well for certain aspects of the game. I'm guessing this is probably not in this mode though. It's probably going to be in the other game modes, the main one. The kind of customization one, not the playing the puzzle version of the game. We're just going to carve everything here. It's kind of got this like, this is a weird thing to say, but it's kind of like a Fortnite. If you're playing Fortnite and you're like pickaxing a wall or whatever, you get these like weak spots you can target, and that's kind of how you destroy walls quicker. Whereas in this game, you have this carve icon that kind of just moves about. And if you click the carve icon, that's how you carve out these little items. So now that we have all these items here, we can now populate the space with what the game expects me to put there. It is weird, isn't it, that you have to put things in a certain order, or you have to carve them out in a certain order, and it makes such a mess, and the Hoover's not very good either, so like you have to wait a minute before sucking things up. Like the suck and the vacuum is just not good, is what I'm trying to say. You have to wait a little bit. It's like a real Hoover. Or a vacuum. Sorry, I'm from the UK, so we call it a Hoover, which I think is a brand name. A little bit confusing that when that happens, but what else is there? So there is a studio mode, so you can set up cameras to frame, preview, and capture your builds with precision. There's a lighting system, so you can actually mess around with the lighting in scenes if you wanted to have like a specific vibe for your photo or your video that you may be taking. It's very cool. You can also add in some ambient and directional lights as well. So there's lots of options here as we create our dioramas, which I quite like, actually. There's lots of options. Now, we may not have access to that right now because we're playing in a different mode. But if we were playing the kind of normal kind of create anything mode, then I'd imagine we'd have access to a lot of that stuff. Saying that, we have almost completed everything in this area, so we don't have much more to do. It's kind of weird as well that these boxes, they kind of just randomly appear. Like it's just not as clean as I'd like, I'll be honest. I don't mean clean as in like OCD, I just mean like I have no control over where the boxes spawn. I would have thought they were a bit more organized. And as I said, I don't like that some of the objects you're doing them in like weird orders that I probably wouldn't do in real life. Like I would kind of just do one. I would, you know, if I was putting up shelves, I'd put the shelf up first. Here's the last item. Boom. And that is our diorama completed. Now we're going to get a really nice little camera view through this whole area now that we have completed our diorama, which I really like. It's almost kind of got a bit of a Lego aesthetic to it. Oh my god, all the shavings just reappeared. That was horrendous. All right, let's get this place cleaned up before opening day. Come on, come on, come on. Gordon Ramsay's coming. All right, we need to make sure he's not mad at us. He's going to call us idiot sandwiches or something if this place is a mess. There's still mess. There's mess everywhere. But yeah, you see what I mean by this Lego vibe? Like it kind of, they have these like basic trees, and it kind of has this kind of hard soft edge, if that makes any sense at all. It just looks like Lego, especially with this green back. Oh my god, there's even shavings in the back. Gordon Ramsay's going to check everything. That's where he's going to go for a smoke. He needs to make sure that it's super clean out here. But even this kind of like green mat outside is very kind of Lego-like as well, because that's kind of the thing. Oh, you can actually see this takes place on someone's desk. That's pretty nice. Yeah, so this is the diorama then. I guess we can also edit the scene as well. So we can start editing the scene, which I'm guessing takes us to the other game mode. We can edit it. We can also save it and all that malarkey. And we can adjust the lighting. You can create an item from the catalog. If you hold an item thumbnail in the catalog with the left mouse and drag it into the scene. And if you do that, you can also rotate it. I guess by using here, you can rotate things. Very cool. So that's nifty. What else? Hold that icon. It's like a ruler thing. That'll allow you to scale. Oh, there we are. So we can make a kid's Oh, wow. Look at that scaling icon. That's pretty cool. So we can make like a little kid's chair or like a cat chair. That's very cool. So we can scale it up and down. The game wants me to just do this like crazy. That's fine. Hold control to change the rotation ring. So you can rotate it in any Oh, I did not mean that. But you can also lift things off the ground, apparently. Not actually what I meant. But you can rotate the whole goddamn thing. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, hold control before holding an item to move it up and down. Hold Alt to move it anywhere you want. Ooh. Press tab to move to the next mode. Okay, so you can do transform, shape, and color. So yeah, you can change the... Oh, wow. Okay. You can change... Oh, it's mouse sensitive. It's very strange. So transform, press... I actually want to reset this. How do I reset the item? Can you reset the item? Oh, you can change the height of an item. That's pretty cool. So it could be like super... Oh, so it looks like a stripper pole now. So that's cool. Okay, there is some snapping involved as well. So that's not the worst thing ever. Oh, it's not the scale that I want. It's the... I don't... How did I do that in the first place? It was kind of scale, but also kind of not. Like, I don't know how I made the thing so tall. Oh, there it is, maybe. Maybe that's how I did it. I don't think it was. I actually don't know how I made the thing really tall. I can't seem to undo it now, so I'm just stuck with this super tall table, and there's nothing I can do about it. Or maybe I did that. Okay, that's fine. To hold any of the icons, so you can hold the icons and it will change the shape. Cool, that's fine. Press delete to delete the selected item, so boom. But I actually don't want to do that. So you can actually control Z to just delete things, which is pretty cool. And now we have access to do anything we want within this diorama. Can we add... The biggest question is, can we add another room? Because I think this needs another room. This is just a block outside of the playable area. God damn it. Okay, so it doesn't look like you can... Unless I can extrude the room somehow? No, you can God damn it. You can rotate the whole room, but you can't extend it, unfortunately, which is a shame. That's a big shame. Maybe it's just for this demo. Maybe you do get access to bigger, more elaborate play areas in the full game, but just for the demo, you only have access little area. But that's okay, because it means that we can play around with some of the stuff on here. So we're gonna get rid of these chairs and tables. We don't want them anymore. We can then look at some of the other items that we have available to us. I mean, we could turn this into a gaming cafe, because we can give ourselves a table. Look at that. That's a really high table. That's a standing table if I've ever seen one. You can kind of put the stuff under there, which is pretty cool. If we transform the shape, then just amend the height, then this should become a decent table. Where was that object there? So we can put a keyboard in here. How does one rotate again? By holding this. So they've got a nice little cherry buttoned keyboard. They have a mouse, which I think that's the right orientation. I'm right-handed, so it's going to be a right-handed mouse keyboard situation. They have the Steam machine somehow. Nifty looking little thing. And then they're going to have a monitor. And of course, to round this off, they obviously need a speaker, right? They need speakers, or maybe they need 2 speakers. I mean, they're pretty humongous. I guess we could make them smaller. In fact, we will make them smaller. I guess I could also duplicate the items if I wanted them to be exactly the same size, you know? But yeah, there we are, and there we are. And that is going to be our little PC gaming setup in this cafe. And, you know, if I really wanted to, I could probably duplicate this whole goddamn thing. I don't know how, but I just feel like you can. Was it tab? Color? No. I feel like it's like, oh, that's going to rotate the whole thing. I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to duplicate. No. Oh, that was, I saw it there. Duplicate stack. That's, I don't know that. There we are. Duplicate the stack. So there we are. We're going to have 2 computers in our little internet cafe. You know, isn't that very cool? I think that's pretty cool. It's maybe a little silly. It's probably quite silly. But I really like our little internet cafe that we have going on here. If this game piques your interest, you should absolutely add it to your Steam workshop. I feel like I talk about this a lot because I do talk about it a lot. Steam wishlisting is very important. It's how these indie companies get funding and publishing. And it's very important that they get funding and publishing because it's how you get to play these amazing games. If you are interested at all in this game, if this has piqued your interest, you should definitely download the demo or wishlist the game. If you have played the demo or you are interested at all, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of the game. I think it's very nifty. Admittedly, I'm not sure what... I'm a little iffy on it, if I'm being honest. I don't know what the end goal is. I'm a very objective-orientated person. So when it comes to creating things endlessly, as cool as it is, I feel like I need a lot more items here to... I need a lot more things to do, to play around with. I need a larger area for a start. But I'm sure that'll all come in the... Oh, wait, there's another room. Hold on. Can I add another room? No. Yeah, we definitely need a bigger play area. I mean, if I can knock down these trees... Oh my god, you can. Well, this changes everything. Oh, well, it's not... I can't... It's not going to work. Hold on. Boom. Boom. I mean, that kind of works, right? So we've just expanded the play area. Oh, okay. This actually just became a bigger play area. How much room do we have? Oh, that's kind of just the edge there. You could probably fit like 4 rooms in here if you wanted to do like a much bigger room. You know, if we were to do this, for example. Oh, I forgot you can do snapping. That's the wrong rotation, but I appreciate the game trying really hard here. Are you seeing the vision? Are you seeing the vision right now? By God, I think he's done it. I can't be bothered rotating these chairs. But you're seeing the vision happening in real time. I have achieved the dream. Now, unfortunately, the rooms don't seem to snap, which is a little bit weird. But I have solved my problem. Well, somewhat. Maybe you do need a larger play area. Either way, maybe I'm starting to come around now. Maybe I'm actually starting to like this game. I don't think it's a bad game by any stretch. I think it's really well done. I like the art style. I think building things in the puzzle mode wasn't as satisfying as I was hoping for because things were slightly like weirdly out of order, and the pieces on the floor was like the fact you have to hoover it up and stuff, kind of messing with my OCD a little bit. Wasn't overly enjoying that, but the rest of the game seems really interesting. So Yeah, I'm kind of on board. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I'm a cautious maybe on this one. Not 100% sold, but I would like to see more. So that is where I'm going to leave this one. Whether it is worth your time or not, I'm thinking is kind of up to you, I'm afraid. Of course, this is the allure of this channel, is that I'm making these videos to make you think that I'm giving you an informed opinion, but actually I'm showing you the game so that you can make your own informed opinion. I am in fact an evil genius. But yes, everyone has different opinions, different tastes, and what might not work for me may work for you. So if you are interested in this game, it comes out pretty soon. It's called Block Block Block, and I hope you have fun playing it if you so decide to play it. With that being said though, I hope you have a great day, and that's going to be us for today. So bye for now.